Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
If one of your friends had an "I know a guy" moment and then called you, what would they be calling you for? I have a pickup truck and I'm happy to help people move stuff with it. A king among men. For pizza and beer as payment, as is tradition. This is my brother. He goes out in the winter looking for people stuck in snowbanks as an excuse to tow stuff. I love this. Like his hobby just happens to be something that is super useful for people. My dad got a plow for his truck and would go plow snow for any tangential acquaintance that would let him. He just liked pushing snow around, I guess. Bird identification. Happens weirdly often. Update. Several people here have messaged me photos of birds to ID. Y'all are too cute, heart. Sneaky way to get your friends to send you all their hot random bird pics. Respect. Would you take a look at this sweet pair of tits? They're building a nest. Sadly, probably for tax advice. I'm an accountant, but I'm not a tax accountant. But I am pretty handy with Google and the IRS website, so it still generally works out. Every it guy ever. I had to stop giving support after my ex would accuse me of trying to make her look stupid when I was asking basic questions. After the third time I was walking on eggshells with my questions and she ended up throwing a glass of water at me and smashing all the keys off her keyboard. I'm in a better place now. She's still living in her hellhole. Sorry for the trauma dump. I was a tech genius to my grandma before she passed. So you could use a remote. Lol. The remote seems to get my mom nowadays. I'm about 30, and I'm really good with tech. Remotes are confusing as hell though. Every TV has a different remote and every TV has a different UI these days. It's been a running joke at several of my jobs that if you need a random thing, I probably have it in my bag. I generally carry a bike messenger bag with all the functional things. Tools, sewing kit, first aid, snacks, tape, things to distract your kids. I got you. Someone was messing around with a pair of handcuffs at a wedding. I know, dumb joke. I can't remember if he handcuffed himself to someone or something. No one had a key, they were for decorations, along with the ball and chain. Panic ensues. I go out to my car, rummage through my purse and bring in a key. Problem solved, but I got a lot of incredulous looks, because I am an old grandmotherly type. My Phil was a cop. My kids would routinely lock each other or themselves to shit, so I had a key on my keychain. Got called for jury duty and thought nothing about it because it's just a key. Except with felons in cuffs at the courthouse. The bailiff at the security desk was not amused, but when asked why I had it, you could see he realized there's no way someone would make that story up. So he let me put it back in my car. This is me but in the trunk of my SUV. That sounds way creepier than I mean for it to, lol. I really do just have lots of things in my car in case I need them. Ha ha ha. Why do you have a bunch of like weird tools in a hidden compartment in your car? It's fetish shit. I like to bind, I like to be bound. Quote. I am unusually good at selecting really thoughtful gifts with minimal information about the recipient. Edit. Thanks for the awards. I do expect an update if anybody who messaged me used my ideas. Smiling face with hearts. This is a true gift. Pun intended. I'm terrible with gifts. I too hate this person as I can't even get people I've known all my life thoughtful gifts. My girlfriend is like this. I'll be struggling to think of something to get my brother or my mom for Christmas and she'll immediately come up with a thoughtful suggestion that's unique to that person's interests, needs, and personality, while also being unlikely to be gifted to them by anybody else. She hates any time I ask anybody what they or their kids want for Christmas, their birthday, whatever. And I think it's because she thinks her superpower is just something everybody has. I wish I could do this. I'm the absolute worst gift giver. I need to know exactly what you want or I mess it up every time. I got my in-laws a copy of Schindler's List on Blu-ray one Xmas cause we talked about it months prior, and when I was at the store it was the only thing that came to mind. They politely acted happy, and when I got home I found the movie in my bag. I don't blame them either. My friend has a "I know a guy" story. My friend does MMA for fun. And they were about to move and they wanted to do a party. Their instructor, coach, asks what type of food. And my friend responds, Japanese. The coach just says, "I know a guy. I'll give him your number." The next day my friend gets a call and they pick up. What does the other person say? "Hello, I hear you were looking for vanilla rice. I'm at your service." He is a hibachi cook who goes to your house and makes the food there. His name he used was Vanilla Rice. He is white. Rice, rice baby. The rhythm of that song is just a rip-off of Under Pressure Cooker. My brother called me the other day to settle a dispute with his wife. He wanted to know how fountains in ancient Rome worked. Apparently I'm the ancient Roman fountain guy. Edit for people asking. I'm not an expert on ancient Roman fountains. His wife suggested gravity, whereas he was thinking the fountains somehow recirculated water with a pump. I think this would be a very bad idea since people probably bathed and washed their clothes in fountain, and a constant supply of fresh water would be really important. And gravity is free and always works. Romans are famous for their aqueducts and plumbing. This is still how it works as far as I know, but once again, I am not an expert on this. This won't stop my brother from asking me things like this or other things like how dogs know they are supposed to like bones. Apparently I'm the dog psychology guy. Are you just going to leave us hanging like this? To be sure, I'm not an expert on the topic, but I believe the answer is gravity. What really blew his mind was when I asked him how he thinks his kitchen sink works.